Letter to President Obama, number 1. Are you my president? I don't think so. I don't believe you are even your president. I don't believe you are who you want to be as president. Maybe you are Michelle's president. But mostly I think you are the president your advisors want you to be. Safe, cautious, intellectual, disconnected, aloof, cold, outside looking in. You got to the door of the candy store, but have just stayed at the window, watching. America needs a president who takes risks, who cares passionately about something, almost anything. We can forgive mistakes of passion, but not fear-driven errors of too much carefulness. Benghazi came from that, from the errors of caution. Whenever politicians act with restraint, not risking their elections, our public life dies the death of too little, too late. They call you a lame duck, yet if you paid attention, this is the very best time to take risks, for your election in the future is not in play. Your party might complain. They want you to own, they need to own you, and save their own elections from the vagaries of voters. But you don't work for them. You work for us, for we the people. And we need risk-taking statesmen, not politicians, not liars and cheats, and those who put things off until it's too late. There is a reason we hate you, you know, and you only have yourself to blame. You are dislikable, and in wanting to be liked, you also kill what we need from you. We don't need to like you. Once elected and granted so much power, we need you to act. To act, you fool, to act. We need you to be willing to die, to risk what you ask all our children to risk when you send them off to war. We need you to displease the powerful, to upset the wealthy, to make the other weak and lame politicians crazy, to make the press wake up, to make us wake up. You belong to the world, not to Wall Street or the Democrat Party. You belong to us, not even to yourself. And if you are not ours, then you are nothing but a vanity waiting for the fools that write history to tell pretty stories about you that will not include how we the people suffered and starved and died the slow death of 1,000 cuts because you lacked the guts to do the obvious. Leave Washington. Leave the moral swampland that festers there and only grows ugly and deadly mushrooms in waters full of decay, polluted by too much money, and lacking any ideas at all of value. Washington is stupid. Its inhabitants a joke for late-night comedians. You play games and do nothing there where we suffer, and you have the lives the rest of us need. Politicians are useless parasites on the body politic. Leave Washington, come to us. Ask us for advice, not your political friends who serve everyone's needs but ours. Take off the suit, end the tie, and the glib bullshit face. Be part of our pain and let us give you just a few actual ideas. There can be thousands if you start to pay attention to your poets and your singers and your playwrights and your comedians. Roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. Work in a fast food restaurant for a day, in a hospice for another day, and in a cubicle in front of a computer for a third. Low our lives intimately, as an experience, not as a vanity of imagined liberal fantasy. Hang out with a gun-toting redneck family whose yard is full of old tires and trucks and useless things that broke before their time. Sure, use the Secret Service to keep you safe. We don't want you to die. We've been there before and done that before. But there is no truth in the swampland, only in the heartland, where real people live and suffer and age and die. Washington is an illusion. There is nothing real there at all. Nothing. To be an actual man of the people, actually be of the people every single day. You won't find the people in the halls of Congress, just parasites and fools who believe that by going to Washington, by going to a place of seeming power, they can fix things. You know who actually fixes things? We the people do. All the idiots that live in that swampland do is make problems for the rest of us, while serving the rich and the powerful and lying to the public. Are you with them or us? If you join with us, you'll have more real power than any politician in years, for we the people are the engine that makes America go. We are America's muscle and bones and brains and heart and soul and spirit and hope and truth. Washington is just a cancer that needs to be excised from the body politic. We are life. There, in that swampland, is only death. Choose.